Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jess Cheryl, and I help you raise your consciousness so that you can live in your purpose on purpose. And today I'm so excited to talk about something that I think has become a real buzzword and that we've just kind of are throwing the term around loosely. And there's a lot of judgment around it. There's a lot of this is the way that it's supposed to be done, and it's weird and I don't like it and I don't want to do it this way. And my motto, my mantra for my life has always been that there's no right or wrong way to do anything. Really, there's just what works for you and doesn't work for you, right? Because each and every single one of us is so different. And that's the beauty of life, is our differences actually bring us together. If we were all the same, imagine how boring it would be. But with our differences, we fill in the cracks of like what I don't know, you might know, and what you don't know and I don't know, the next person might know. So think of it as this big picture, and we're all filling in different spaces because of all of our differences, all of our different beauty, all of our different intelligence, all of our different wisdom, all of our different way of expressing. If we were all the same, maybe we would not know what music is or what singing is, because either we would all have to know how to sing and create music, or we would all not know, right? So take that into account when you're thinking that it has to look the same way, it has to look a certain way, that if I want to do, not even just be successful or just be happy, that I have to do it the way that this person did it, but even a certain thing. If it's a certain thing that you want to become successful at, you don't have to do it the exact certain way someone else does it, because you are not them. The ways and the things that worked for that person, they most likely won't work for you. Okay? So, what do I want to talk to you about today? Let's get right into it. 2 minutes later. Meditation. And meditation is something that I really want to talk about because it's something that really helped me change my life. And I'll give you a bit of background. I used to struggle with an eating disorder, anorexia, for 5 years. And eventually it was combined with compulsive exercise disorder and binge eating. So once I was too skinny, I lost a lot of weight. I was about 90 pounds by the time I was 19. And I got addicted to exercising, and I would, for the love of God, I would not stop moving. I would pace like in a spot. I'm not even kidding you guys. When I was sweeping in my parents' bakery, I would sweep one spot viciously for like 10 straight, just to make it harder for myself. Everything had to be harder for me. And in my mind at that time, I believed that sitting down was bad. I believed that resting, taking a break, was bad. And it got to a point where I literally was terrified of going to bed because I was so depleted physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, no fulfillment, no purpose in my life. I felt so broken in my body. My body was literally breaking, and I was scared to go to bed because I didn't want to get up in the morning, because I started to have made myself believe that this was my life and these are the things that I had to do. And there were so many times where I'd wake up and I was like, today I'm gonna change. And I would not start in my usual routine. I was like, it's gonna be different. But monsters would come in, demons would come in, and bad things would happen if I walked out of my routine to the people that I loved. So I would fall back in. And it took me a very long time to get out of this. So I just want to show you that I have not been this positive, always looking on the bright side person. It was very hard for me at times to even smile. And for a long time in my life, I didn't truly smile. Not in pictures. I wasn't actually happy. I wasn't happy for so long. So I also, though, genuinely know and believe from the bottom of my soul that I was meant to go through that in order to help you go through whatever you need to grow through. I'm here as a lighthouse to help lead the way for you to come back home to your soul and to help you feel supported and loved on that journey. And that's what ultimately fills my heart. So if I can ever add value to you in that way, that's what makes me happy. That's why I do these videos. That's why I post my content. That's why I'm a coach and help you come back home to yourself, help you gain that clarity on who you are, taking off the masks. So just know that whenever I share something and I'm really straight up, I'm really straightforward with you, I'm really in your face, it comes not lightly because I was there once in my life, maybe not in the exact way that you may be experiencing your struggles and difficulties, but I was fucking there. I was in the depths, I was in the bottom, and there were many times where I thought I was gonna have a heart attack just from walking uphill because I had broken my body down so much. So, anyways, meditation. By the age of about 21, I moved out, which was very necessary. I had to move out of my parents' house, and I moved to a bigger city where I didn't really know anyone, and I chose this because I wanted to start over. I knew that if I really truly wanted to start over, I had to go somewhere where I didn't know people, because where I knew people, I knew they knew the old version of me, and I learned that only held me back and kept me stuck, because the way that they perceived me of who I was from what I had built there always allowed me to jump back into that, whether it be excuses or whether it almost be as if it felt I couldn't grow because their perception of me felt so strong, right? So by about age 21, 22, I really started getting better, and I started an online business. And this online business, they introduced me into personal development, into reading books, and I realized that reading these books started to change my mind. And they also introduced meditation, which is what I wanted to talk about. And meditation to me, I was the most go, go, go person. I need to move every single day. I need to do all the things, right? In order to be successful, I can't sit down. Sitting down is a waste of my time. So believe me, when you might think that meditation is a waste of your time, I get where you're coming from. I get it. But I just started doing it because they were like, if you want to be successful, this is a huge part of it. It's the inner work. So I was intrigued because this was never offered to me before. It was always the doing. It was not the being. And meditation is the being. And you get to actually connect with yourself and with your higher self and just be with yourself and present moment. Be in the present moment in meditation. That's really what it's all about. So I started meditating, and I was like, I kid you not, I could not sit down for 5 minutes, felt like 5 hours for me. And to give you a little timeline, now I look forward to sitting down for 20 minutes of meditation. I look forward to it, and it feels like 20 minutes. It doesn't feel like 20 hours. But at first it was really hard. So I just want to share that with you, and hopefully that I can help to inspire you to start meditating. And remember, it doesn't have to look any certain way. You don't have to do it any certain way that anyone else did. There's so many different apps out there. You can sit down for 2 minutes and just focus on your breathing in silence. You can turn on some background music and just listen to the music, focus on the music. You can walk outside with your feet in the water, grounding your feet in the grass, and just focus on that. Meditation is more about being present with yourself. It's about being with yourself. But what really helped me is I used the apps Calm and Headspace. Those were the two. I used each of them until I ran out of the free trials. And then I started going on YouTube, and I would just explore and try out different things, see what felt better for me, see what worked for me. And it really took some time. It took about 2 years, but I told myself, I started noticing small effects. I started noticing that I used to be a very reactive person, and with meditating I started noticing that I was more proactive. I didn't react and get triggered on every little thing that anyone said, right? And for some reason I felt more calm inside. And I was able to always kind of look on the bright side of things. And when it came to decision making, I didn't feel super indecisive and lots of anxiety anymore. So I started to notice these small things, and I was like, okay, the only thing I've really changed is reading the books and doing the meditation. So I'm gonna keep doing it. And I remember when I started the meditation, I think they said do it every single day, even if it's just 2 minutes. And I'm someone who will keep my word to myself. I pride myself on that, and I keep my word to others. So I told myself, I'm gonna do this every single day for at least a year, because what's 5 minutes a day? And if this is something that's supposed to ultimately really help me change my life, what is 5 minutes a day? Anyone can get up 5 minutes early to just sit down and meditate, however you want to do it. And here I am. I'm making videos now. You guys, I was never able to talk in front of people. I was the shyest person in high school. Facebook Lives freaked me out. I was just like sweat so bad doing videos and stuff, but now I came back home to myself. Like, meditation helped me find myself again, and I love doing these videos because I can bring you value like this. I really hope that this is valuable to you. I really hope that I can inspire you and help you to live a full, passionate, magnetic life of pleasure, of fun, of good feelings, and of feeling all the feelings without any judge or shame or guilt. I'm here for so many things and to help lead and change so many lives, but at the end of the day, if I can just help to inspire one single person, my heart is full, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay if honestly, I'm okay if I don't ever make a penny off of doing this, because the way that this changed my life, if I didn't change my life, I would not be here physically. And it just inspires me to know that back then someone was so kind to just hop on the phone with me, because this was one of my line in the sand moments. Someone hopped on the phone with me from actually a Beachbody group, and she just talked to me for like 2 hours and related with me, and she wanted nothing back. Nothing. She didn't expect anything back, and that's what I'm here for. Like, that was a life-changing moment for me. And it was so hard for me to change. It was really hard at the start. I understand that. And there's some people that I really love that have not gotten through it. And that's really hard, of course. It's really hard to watch someone that you love not be okay. So I make these videos from the bottom of my heart and from the whole entire self of my soul and my being, because I hope to inspire you. I hope to lead you into a life that lights you the fuck up, that makes you so happy and full on the inside, that it radiates all around you, that you become happy and magnetic again and joyful, and that you can live your life in your purpose, whatever that may be, and to live on purpose. So if this video helped you or inspired you or spoke to you, please just give it a like, share it with someone that you maybe think it might inspire or help or add value to their life. And thank you, seriously, sincerely, thank you so much for watching this, because this has been almost 15 minutes now, and you took the time out of your day to hear me speak, and that's valuable, and that means a lot to me. And I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. I do recommend trying meditation. It's very, very powerful. Who cares if you start with 2 minutes a day? Who the fuck cares? But just start and keep that word to yourself to keep going. Keep going. Just keep going and do it for yourself. Because remember that when you're your best self, you're your best self for all the people that you love. And I'm sure that's who you want to be. I love you so much. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will talk to you soon. Have the best day ever. Mwah.